Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana Inganga and I'm a HR professional, and today on our talk we're going to focus on a very interesting topic. It's not really interesting, but also it's going to be an eye-opening for us to be able to learn. If you get yourself in that situation, if you get yourself in that position whereby where we've built our topic today, then what do you do? What are some of the things that you can really do for you to get yourself out of that situation, for you to be able to learn, for you to be able to stand again and be able to be that person that you really believe in yourself. And our topic for today is the pain of job loss. I'm going to actually let you know that even if you've actually lost your job in any of the ways that you've actually been able to talk about today, it's okay for you to start from somewhere. Have a plan, write it down, say that in these next 6 months, in the next 3 months, in these next 2 months, this 1 month, what am I going to do? Do not react out of anxiety, do not react out of stress, do not react according to your emotions, because most of the time you find when your thoughts are not together, then your emotions, they are not actually stabilized in one place, and you find yourself actually making a drastic decision. So it's very important for you to get to a space whereby you just relax, tell yourself that, okay, I've lost my job, so what am I supposed to do now? Have a plan. You can get a coach. You can also get a person that you really trust. Let them work with you. Let them tell you that some of the things that you need to do. You can get a career coach who can tell you that even in this particular point, if you've lost your job, what is it that you have? What are some of the skills that you really have? What are some of your strengths? What are some of the things that has been your turnaround in this particular season when you're actually working in that organization? Because you can actually find, we have so many people, when they lose their jobs, you find that they go and thrive. Now they'll go and get to understand, what is it about me? What is it about me as an individual? That's where now their purpose is being birthed. Because you find most of the people, we are always defined with the organization, the values of the organization, the mission statement of the organization, the vision of that organization. But immediately you lose that job, you get to understand that I'm no longer tied to that vision. I'm no longer tied to that mission. I'm no longer tied to what this organization really believes in. So right now you're tied to that which you as a person you actually believe in. So what are some of the things that you believe in? What are some of your values? What is this vision that you have as an individual that you really want to get to the other side of success? Being that even at this particular point, you've actually lost your constant income that is coming in every time. You know, a lot of adjustments are going to be needed at that particular point. If you're a family person, you know, now you have to adjust. You have to see, what are my priorities in this particular point? Do I have to go and pay for a premium at LinkedIn for me to be able to get most of the jobs, for you to be able to apply? Am I going to start networking with people? Am I going to start looking for consultants? What am I going to do in this season that is going to make me to get to the other side of success? So it's very important for you. Do not act in a place of panic. Do not act in a situation whereby you feel like now you've gotten to the dead end simply because you've been given that summary dismissal, simply because you've lost that job. So it's very important, even if you're in that season whereby you've lost your job, or even you lost your job 6 months ago, or maybe 3 months ago, or 2 months ago, or even you're going to lose your job tomorrow, because no one will ever want to get to a situation or a place whereby you don't have that constant income. Because most of the time our jobs, they always act as a security, but it's not 100% security, being that that job, the way they normally say, that job can end anytime. Because you see, you cannot tie your life to an employer. So even if you've lost your job, as we are talking about, get somebody who's going to work with you. Get to understand, what are some of the things that I need to build myself on? Do I need to go back to school? Because most of the time they always say, if you want to go back to employment once you've lost your job, in employment you have to grow yourself, you have to grow your skills, you have to go back to school, you have to tell yourself, what are some of the things that are really trending in this season when it comes to what I've really studied? Because most of the people, if you're good in HR, if you're good in finance, if you're good in sales and marketing, what are some of the things that actually right now in the market are top notch that most of the employers are looking for? If it's a skill that you have, keep building it. If it's a skill that you still don't have, you can decide, you can go online, read about it, or maybe you can enroll yourself for a course, even if it can be a 1-month course or a 2-month course, just to keep yourself going and also to keep your mind occupied, that you're also in that place whereby even if an interview comes tomorrow, you have the best that it takes. Your value is still there. Let it not be like this your job is what had actually defined you, to a situation, to a place whereby each and everything that immediately you've lost that job, through that mutual separation, through that retrenchment, through that retirement, now you feel like your life has really ended. No, it has not ended. You can build your skills, you can go back to school, you can decide and say, this is a time whereby I can sit down and actually decide to reflect. Because most of the time you find people, you are actually back to back in that organization. Maybe you've been worked there for 5 years, or maybe you've been in that organization for a year, and during that 1 year you've been doing quite a lot. You did not have time for yourself, you did not have time for your family, you did not have time even for you to be able to think straight, because now each and everything was being regulated by your employer. But right now that you've actually lost your job, what is some of the things that you actually need to do? Even as now you'll go back to your family, knowing that you'll have more time for your family. It can be a month or 2 weeks and you get a new job. It can be 2 months and you get a new job. So you'll say, I can go back. Let me go back to a place whereby I get my life back. Because some of the people, you find why most people, they are always feeling so much pain and they actually feel so bad when they lose their job. It's because they had given their all. And please remember, even if you've given your employer your best and you still got retrenched, or you still got that summary dismissal, it doesn't mean that you go to the next employer, you're not going to give your best. It's just a season or a moment for you to be able to reflect. What are some of the things that you really want to do? Even if I go to this next employer, what are some other things that I'm supposed to do that I didn't do well? Or maybe I did it very well, and I know if I go to this next employer, I'm going to do it even 101%. So it's very important for us to get to understand the both sides of losing your job. Losing your job, it means that that lifestyle that you had given your family maybe is going to reduce. Maybe those things that you really had believed in, you're not going to get them, maybe for just a month or two, or maybe a few weeks. But that doesn't mean that now you're not going to keep yourself in that space whereby you're learning, in that space whereby you're growing yourself. So it's very important. Even if you've lost your job, it's very painful, but pick yourself up, adjust your lifestyle, adjust each and everything that needs to be adjusted, and also get the fulfillment out of it. Most people, their purpose, they're actually bad after they lost their job. Most people, their relationship even became more stronger, even in that situation whereby they lost their job. Most people, they were able to do amazing things because now they had time to think. Because most of the time you're just thinking strategically according to that organization, but now you have a time to reflect. You have a time to ask yourself, what are some of the things that I need to do? What are some of the things that I really missed and now I need to do better? So it's very important for you to get to understand, even in this situation where I've lost my job, I'm not going to lose my values. I'm going to write down my vision. Where do I want to see myself in the next 5 years? Yes, it has ended with this employer, but it doesn't mean that now your life has really ended. It doesn't mean that now each and everything that you set yourself to do, even if you had a goal, you had your personal development plan, and we are going to actually build another video on personal development plan. If you had that plan, don't let it go down the drain. Make sure that you're still building yourself even in that situation, and do not lose yourself. Do not feel like you're not very good. Do not feel like your value has been reduced by you losing that job. Just tell yourself it's a new season, and in this new season, what are some of the things that I'm going to put down? So it's actually very important for you to be able to reframe yourself and just know that hope is not lost, that each and everything, that skill that you had, that very good thing that you're very good at, whether it is in sales, whether it is in marketing, whether it is in HR, whether it is in each and everything that you're doing in that organization, please remember that hope is not lost, even as you've lost your job. So it's very important. Pick yourself up and also be kind to yourself. Do not get to a space where by now you're beating yourself down and also you're having self-doubt on yourself. Do not doubt yourself. Please remember that there was something that you're doing in that organization. If it took you 5 years, it took you 3 years, if it took you 6 months, please remember there was something that you're bringing to the table, and that which you're bringing to the table, it's the same thing that you actually want to bring to the table now in a better version, in a greater version, and you want to do your best and continue doing your best. So it's very important for you to be able to pick yourself up and tell yourself, yes, I lost my job, but now what better can I do? What more can I do? And also check yourself mentally, emotionally, and make sure you're being true to yourself. And also, don't put goals which are going to strain you. Make sure you put goals whereby you know in the next 3 months, 2 months, or even a year, you're going to achieve them by the new plan that you have, even after you've already lost your constant source of income. So thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let us build a community whereby people are healthy and we are doing better for us to get to the other side of success. Don't forget that each and everything that you're doing today is going to fill up to your next tomorrow, is going to fill up to your next year. So each and every dot that you're trying to connect right now, just know that you'll fill up to your success for tomorrow. They say that each and everything that you actually try and do today, don't forget that when you get to the other side of success, people are going to be proud of you. So pick yourself up, and after all is said and done, thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and please leave a comment below. Goodbye.